Debonair. Okay.
What's good, y'all? Shout out to Notification Gang for hitting the like button. The video didn't even start yet. Y'all are realest ones in it. I appreciate you anyway. DJ Envy, bro. Listen, this is the perfect example of horrible timing, very, very bad timing. After everything that's been going on, we're still waiting on the details, y'all. As far as, I mean, honestly, if I'm being brutally honest, y'all already know what time it is. It's not looking good for Envy, y'all. It's really not looking good for Envy. All the nonsense and the BS that's been happening, it's not looking good. But this is just a horrible case of bad timing. Here you have Erica Mena, which is apparently or allegedly, I should say, the woman he was cheating on his wife with, right? And so, yeah, y'all know that whole story. They wrote like a book about it. They did that whole thing, the press run. Y'all know how that goes, right? Whatever. But he allegedly cheats on his wife with this woman here. I believe she's in like whatever TV show that she was in. Erica Mena, anyway. But let's get into this because Erica Mena has come out with this damn interview on Reality King, or well, there's two. It's Topics, and then I guess Reality King. I guess one of whoever this podcast people is. If y'all know who it is, put in the comment section. But she comes out and does this damn interview detailing what happened between her and Envy, and I'm just sitting here like, bro, this is horrible timing. Let's get into this, y'all. Let's get into this. This is crazy.
Obviously, I feel like your first scandal was people said you were a mistress in DJ Envy's marriage.
Yeah, because that came out right when I got on Love and Hip Hop. And we had just broken up because the wife found out, which I was totally oblivious to. I knew about the kids. Mind you, I have a kid, but I have a baby daddy. And it's more common where we come from to have kids, but you're not married. You just got a baby mama or a baby daddy. So I knew about the kids, and it was always told to me as his kid's mother. Never wife. And I didn't get that realization until I got the phone call.
From the wife?
From the wife.
She called you.
Mm-hmm. I bet they didn't say that on the radio.
DJ Envy.
Hold up. Whoa. All right, so listen. That's kind of hard to believe. It's kind of hard to believe because, you know, and I've been listening to The Breakfast Club for well over a decade now. I mean, I remember, hell, elementary school. I'm not saying elementary, my bad. Late years of high school, early years of college, you know what I'm saying, with the radio. I used to have like a, you know, I'm a 90s baby, so we used to have an MP3 player, right? We used to have MP3 players. We used to have like the iPods when things first came out, the iPod Touch and all those things. You was able to download applications, and one of them was the radio. What was a radio app, right? And so I would listen to 105.1, I think it was, because you know I'm in South Florida. So that's the thing that I would listen to every single morning. But he talked about his wife often. I remember back when I was again early years of college, 2010. You know what I'm saying? 2012. You know what I'm saying? Him saying it. So it's kind of hard to believe that she's saying that she didn't know. Maybe she didn't know. Who knows? Again, I'm just saying it's hard to believe. But I was not aware that his wife actually called her. Let's keep going.
His wife called you and said what?
Hi, this is Gia Casey. Is this Erica Mena? I said yes. She was like, are you and Rashawn? And I'm like, Rashawn? I'm like, who's this? His wife. And I remember this day because I was in New York City with a friend of mine. It was her birthday, and Envy was DJing that night. So we were actually getting ready at a hotel for my friend's birthday to meet up with him, who's DJing in the city, to enjoy her birthday. That was like so coming out, okay, and then I just left King's father. This was my first relationship from that. And right away, he showered me with money, gifts, trips.
Envy did?
Yeah.
How did you meet him?
Through a mutual friend at a strip club called Jersey Girls. Yeah, he was a DJ every night. I was hosting that night. That's how we met.
And he approached you?
Well, a mutual friend.
Okay.
I saw him in the DJ booth. I was like, damn, he's cute. And I told the girl that we're mutual friends with. And she's like, oh, that's my brother. Come here. And not even she told me he was married.
Did she know he was married?
I mean, Envy never walked around with rings or anything like that. You know what's the real
Again, it's you know, and I'm not defending Envy in no way, shape, or form, because in the back of my mind, I'm trying to think, why would she lie about this? But then on the other side of my mind, it's like, yo, there's a million reasons why she would lie about this. But so you have a mutual friend who claims to be Envy's brother, right? Maybe she was exaggerating, maybe she wasn't. I don't know. But any chick that's a homegirl that will call you your brother or your sister, I would think that they would know that he was married. This is just me assuming. This is just me assuming. She said, again, what did she say? Oh, you know, we had a mutual friend. She told me that, oh, that's my brother. I'm gonna introduce you guys, this, that, and third, whatever the case may be, right? And so again, it's just like, yo, somebody had to have said something. You're in a club, a strip club that she said. I'm assuming a strip club that he was DJing at. Nobody knew that this man was married. It's kind of hard to believe, Erica Mena, but let's keep going.
come here? And even not even she told me he was married.
Did she know he was married?
I mean, Envy never walked around with rings or anything like that. You know what's the real key? I've actually partied with the whole Breakfast Club right before they got the actual Breakfast Club. It was like the lead up. Partied with all of them.
Charlotte, Mena,
And Angelique. Oh, girl, Angelique done had a few shots with the weirdo.
She called you a weirdo?
No, I'm calling her one.
Oh, you're hanging out with him, some of the Breakfast Club people.
No. Let's go back.
Go ahead.
I call him. I literally, when she said his wife, I hung the call Envy. And he's panicking. Please, don't say nothing. I have to save half of everything. She's gonna try to take away everything from me. Please, 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 please. I have to try to, just don't say anything. Don't pick up no calls, da-da-da-da. So I'm over here. I've never been in this situation. Here's this man that's been doting over me, showering me. You know, I'm starting to fall for him. I spent a lot of time with him.
She's starting to fall for him because of all the money that he was spending on her. Fellas, and again, you listen, bro, I get it. Everybody keep telling me the same thing. Yo, it's the difference when you're making X amount of money, this, that, and the third. It's literally considered an expense at that point. But I just refuse to believe that I have to spend money to get with a woman. I just refuse to believe. Maybe it's because I don't make DJ Envy money. I'm sure that's what it is. But I just don't. I refuse to believe I have to spend money to get with these women. Excuse me, y'all. I'm 30 right now. I've never had to exchange cash for ass. Never, ever. Never have I ever exchanged cash for ass when it comes to getting with women or sleeping with whatever the case may be. What did she say? Yo, he was blowing cash. He was spoiling me with gifts, trips, and all these types of things. Let's keep going. And make sure y'all drink water, man. Y'all already know what time it is. I got my 64-ounce full of water. Y'all already know what time it is. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna down this within the next maybe 2.5, 3 hours. It usually takes me that long to finish 64 ounces. But I fill this up at least 2-3 times a day. Y'all, please drink water. Y'all been running around here smelling like I ain't even gonna tell you.
Like this man done flew me and all my friends out to Miami. We were living our best lives up and down New York City, holding hands. Like we were very public. Like. Yeah, very public. Proudly.
So wait, so is he at the time like, because
he was just a DJ at that time. He didn't have Breakfast Club. He was just landing the syndicated iHeart deal.
So you knew about that. So y'all would have conversations.
I mean,
you thought this whole time he was your man.
I mean, yeah, he would be at home doing DJing for the radio, and I would be on on the phone watching him, and in his house. You hear the kids upstairs. So I didn't think anything of it until that point.
So how did it end?
She said that his kids was upstairs. She would hear his kids upstairs. So none of the kids told you that. Bro. Let me finish. This is a long ass. Damn, this is a long ass video. We still 4 minutes in. I'm like, bro, why am I still listening to this? Let me try to finish it for y'all, man. I got you.
It ended. Okay, so I called him and he was insisting that I didn't say anything. And that night, you know, I was thrown off. We didn't even meet up with him. A couple of days later, I'm getting blown up. Envy's on air dogging you out.
What did he say about you on air?
Something to the effect of like how he cheated with someone that was beneath him.
Yeah, he said that.
That whole stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he said something to that effect.
Yeah. So when that happened, I was like, okay, so this is what he's doing. He's trying to say half of everything. I get it. But why run me through the mud when you knew I didn't know?
So in order to save his marriage, he had to diminish the relationship he had with you.
I wouldn't even think to diminish, because at that point it was like I was too scared to call him, and he wasn't calling me after that particular night that I got the phone. He's like, please don't say nothing, don't pick up. She never called me back after that. Couple of days pass, this fool is on radio trying to save half of everything. And at one point I was just like, okay, I'm never going to speak to him again regardless. I don't care if he doesn't call me. So I was okay with us not being in communication, because it was like, married, like I got what I got, I could walk away, lesson learned, you know. And that was my first real lesson, like, oh, these men really be out here living double lives. Like, they have kids, but the kid's mother is their wife. You know, that was the reality of like, oh, you know, growing up, we don't really see marriages and stuff like that growing up. So it wasn't, you know, I didn't think like, oh, the kids, is he married? He has kids? I'm just thinking, oh, he has a baby mama, because that was kind of my situation. Ignorant thinking, but I didn't know any better at that time. Definitely didn't. This is my first industry relationship, technically. Real deal. First industry. Well, Raul too, but I mean like real forefront.
Yeah, but this is different.
This is different.
It's different.
And he was able to shower me with gifts and stuff, which is, I never had that. So
she keeps talking about how she gets how he was showering her with gifts and trips. He paid for flights for her and her homegirls and all these, that, and the third. Fellas, this is, again, she is playing. I refuse to believe it. Because, and ladies, no disrespect, but let's be real. When a man has a certain amount of money, when a man is making a certain amount of income, they don't give a damn about who you sleeping with, who, if you're married, how many kids you got. They could care less. They don't give a damn. They there for the money, for the good time. And what did she say? Yo, listen, well, it was fun while it lasted. That was her thoughts from the beginning. I'm gonna have my fun while it lasts. I listen, and this isn't, again, I'm not putting envy on a pedestal here. I'm really, really not. But I just refuse to believe that you knew, that you did not know, I should say, I'm sorry. You didn't know this long that this man was not married. Somebody had to have said something. What did she say? She said that they was walking around New York City publicly, holding hands, which is, I don't believe that part either, because he's in New York often. So somebody should have said something. Hey, yo, you're not Gia. You're not his wife. Who are you? Why y'all holding hands? She said she partied with Charlamagne the God and Angela Yee back when she was on the Breakfast Club, among everybody else. You mean to tell me you in the whole party with the Breakfast Club, his wife wasn't there, number one, and then all these people that's there, Charlamagne, Angela, I have a feeling Angela Yee would have said something. That's just me being, I guess, biased, I guess. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Let's keep going.
So it was like a different embracement. I was loving it, and who wouldn't, you know? But then to get smacked with that reality, I was like, oh, okay, then. So when I didn't hear from him, I actually didn't even care either, you know, until the radio stuff happened. And that's when it was just like, wait, and then that's what set the tone for this narrative that I knew, and I went along with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's up, especially on his point, because it's like, you know, you having daughters yourself, you know, to dog me out the way you did just to save face. I mean, you could at least given me a decent heads up if you're going to go that low. But I mean, you listen to it, you can tell every word every word he used to kind of bring me down was his building block in desperation to try to fix his broken home.
I mean, listen, bro, again, I try to give people credit where it's due, right? And I'm trying to give her credit where it's due. it's just really hard to believe, Miss Erica Mena. I'm sorry. I don't know you from a can of paint, obviously, but it's just very hard to believe that you didn't know that this was going on up until the wife called you. Something is not adding up. And to answer her question, she's like, "Oh, well, did they talk about that on the radio? They did not. The wife, they never mentioned anything about the wife calling her and all this, that, and the third that I know of. You know what I mean? And I was following that story for a hot little minute now, and stuff like that, man. But all in all, man, again, like I said towards the beginning of this video, man, this is horrible timing. This is what he did not need to come out, especially. And I don't know if Erica Mena is being petty about it, and if she is, I will understand, because they did. You know, they didn't say her name verbatim, but we all know who he was talking about. But they kind of did drag her name through the mud during the press runs and in the book and all those other things, right? So, you know, honestly, I think that this is her getting her revenge. And y'all know my stance on these types of situations, man. At the end of the day, if you feel what you are doing is right, then that's all that matters. It's right. Because at the end of the day, you can try to be as respectful about it as possible, but people move how they move. You know what I'm saying? You know, the former First Lady, Mrs. Obama said it, when they go low, you go high. And I don't agree to that. You know, because I've always been be the bigger man type of person. Oh, turn the other cheek, turn the other leaf, be forgiving, all those other things. And where did it get me? It got me nowhere. So from now on, I've been telling people, yo, listen, you go low, I'm going even lower. Ain't no stopping. Because once you take it there with me, it's a wrap. So I get where she's coming from, and I get why she's doing this, but it's just horrible timing, man. God damn. The man facing a goddamn some serious charges, man. And you want to just stab him in the back with this? This is crazy, man. Anyway, I want y'all let me know what y'all thought about this video, man. Thanks for watching. Please, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button, man. Also, too, hit that bell symbol side. Anytime you upload, notification will pop up and alert you. Also, too, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit that share. I look forward to reading all y'all comments if it needs. So until next time, please, man, y'all be safe, Erica.